The spotlight fades, the curtains fall, but I still stand remembering it all. You were the song behind my voice, every breath, every choice. Now silence fills the crowded room, and echoes dance inside the gloom. I smile for lights that do not shine, pretend this broken heart is mine, but deep inside I still see you like shadows I am walking through. This is the stage without you, empty lines of play untrue. I sing but there's no soul to hear, just memories sharp and clear. The spotlight burns but not as bright. Since you walked out of the light, I'm still performing in the dark. With every note I feel the spark of the stage without you. I wear the dress you love the most. Your name still lingers like a ghost. The crowd applauds a part of me that's only playing make-believe. They see the grace, they hear the song, but don't know where my heart belongs. Each lyric hides the pain I keep behind the smiles that never leave. This is the stage without you, empty lines of play untrue. I sing but there's no soul to hear, just memories sharp and clear. The spotlight burns but not as bright. Since you walked out of the light, I'm still performing in the dark. With every note I feel the spark of the stage without you. If love is art, then I was framed by every kiss I never named. But still I bow and still I stay, hoping your heart finds its way. This is the stage without you, where every night feels just like two. One for the world to see me through, and one where I'm still missing you. I give my soul, I play my part, but you still own the final heart. I'm singing now on the stage without you. The curtain falls, the crowd is gone, but your memory plays on. It wasn't loud, it wasn't long, but something in your voice felt wrong. You touched my hand, but not my heart, like you already knew we'd part. No tears, no fight, no final plea, just silence where the love should be. watched you walk into the rain, your shadow fading with the pain. And though you smiled, your eyes were cold, like every word was already told. The way you said goodbye, soft like a summer sky. No broken glass, no storm to chase, just quiet truth across your face. You didn't cry, you didn't shake, but still I knew my heart would break. You let me go without a sound and left me lost on trembling ground. The coffee cooled, the clock stood still, your cup untouched upon the sill. You whispered once, then turned away, and that was all you chose to say. No bitter words, no heavy scene, just what was felt but left unseen. You closed the door without regret, but I'm still living with it yet. The way you said goodbye, soft like a summer sky. No broken glass, no storm to chase, just quiet truth across your face. You didn't cry, you didn't shake, but still I knew my heart would break. You let me go without a sound and left me lost on trembling ground. It hurts more when it's kind, when there's no one left to blame or find. No screaming and no shattered glass, just love that didn't choose to last. The way you said goodbye still lingers every night. A quiet end, a whispered song, but still it plays my whole life long. You turned and left without a sound, but I'm the echo you left bound forever. Paused in the way you said goodbye. You're gone, and yet I hear your quiet goodbye, so near. The days I couldn't say a word, stories that stayed only inside me. Every night I take them out again, letters with your name written on them. The words I wrote and erased only make my heart ache more. A heart I couldn't bear to send, feelings with no stamp of truth. From a distance that can't reach you, I'm still writing. The seasons change outside the window, but only you stay still inside me. One page, then another, stacking up the time I couldn't deliver. Letters I never sent, they hold everything I am. You never knew, but I wrote to you every day. The words smudged by tears, the messages that never reached. It's not that I forgot, I just couldn't send them. letters I never sent. They're my confession now. Even the words I loved you still live on this page, hoping it reaches you. Even in the sky, write one more line. Don't forget, my dear, I was always here. One letter I couldn't send, still unfinished today. The sunlight felt a little shy. The air was warm, but something died. You smiled like nothing was wrong, but I knew all along. The way your fingers left my hand so gently, like a wave to sand. Your voice was calm, your eyes unsure, and silence told me even more. You talked about the weather, the cafe's closing time, but not about forever, or if you'd still be mine. I still remember the temperature of that day. Not cold, not warm, just drifting away. It wasn't winter, it wasn't spring, but something in me stopped blooming. The sky was pale, the wind didn't cry, but something in your gaze said goodbye. No storm, no break, no final say, just the temperature of that day. You reached for your coat so slow, like you didn't wanna let me know that every move, though light and kind, was you slowly leaving me behind. You laughed at something passing by, but never looked me in the eye. The quiet held more weight than sound. My heart just listened and found. I still remember the temperature of that day. Not cold, not warm, just drifting away. It wasn't winter, it wasn't spring, but something in me stopped blooming. The sky was pale, the wind didn't cry, but something in your gaze said goodbye. No storm, no break, no final say, just the temperature of that day. Loving softly, does it still ache, or is it worse when hearts don't break? You left so quietly I couldn't plead, and that's the wound that still can't bleed. I still remember the temperature of that day. Not cold, not warm, just slipping away. I wore a smile I didn't feel. You gave a goodbye wrapped in steel. The sun still shone, the breeze still blew, but everything changed the moment I lost you. No words, no storm, just this quiet gray, forever etched. The temperature of that day. It was just a day, but I remember it in every way. No more echoes down the hall, no more waiting for your call. The quiet taught me how to breathe, and finally I start to see the mirror doesn't lie today. I look at me and choose to stay. The world moves slow, but that's okay. For once I feel I'm on my way. takes me there. After the silence, I hear my name, not from you, but from the flame that never died when you were gone. It flickered, yes, but it held on. After the silence, the sound is mine, a melody without your line. I'm not the echo, not the end. I'm the start that learns again. I light a candle not for you, but for the things I'm walking through. The past is soft beneath my feet, and in the stillness I find peace. I don't miss the pain we knew, I miss the me I gave to you. But now I hold her hand with grace and walk her back to her own place. After the silence, I hear my name, not from you, but from the flame that never died when you were gone. It flickered, yes, but it held on. After the silence, the sound is mine, a melody without your line. I'm not the echo, not the end. I'm the start that learns again. What if silence was the gift that gave my broken voice a lift? Not goodbye, but space to grow. Not the end, just letting go. After the silence, I sing again in a voice that sounds like when I used to dream without the fear. And now that voice is finally clear. You were a verse I had to write, but not the song I hold tonight. This is my rhythm, this is my pen. I live again after the silence. Not goodbye, just after the silence. It wasn't sudden, it took time, but one day I felt the light. Not a burst, not a flame, just warmth when I said my name. I passed the mirror without a sigh, tied my hair and met my eyes, made coffee for one and smiled alone. And it felt like something I had known. The world didn't shift, no grand reveal, but something in me chose to heal. And in the stillness of my room, my sorrows began to bloom. That's when I started to smile again, not for show, not to pretend, but because the weight had gently gone, and I could face another dawn. No fireworks, no shouting sky, just a quiet I'll be alright. I didn't chase, I didn't bend, I simply smiled again. The photos on the wall stayed still, but my heart no longer felt so ill. The space you left became my own, no longer echo, just my tone. The silence turned into a song, one I've been holding all along. And though the past still holds its place, it no longer wears your face. That's when I started like sun returning after rain. No grand applause, no curtain fall, just standing strong through it all. The girl who wept now stands so tall. She found herself, she found it all. And this time it wasn't then, it's now. When I smiled again, just one smile, but it meant everything. I opened the window, not expecting the sun, but it found me like hope quietly begun. The dust in the air danced like gold. For the first time it didn't feel cold. The silence didn't echo pain. It simply whispered, you're here again. I took one breath, slow and deep. No memories came to make me weep. Just a stillness, soft and bright, and a sky that felt just right. Breathing in the light, like morning after night. Now with a roar, but with a sigh that says I think I'll be alright. No grand return, no perfect line, just the warmth I call mine. I'm not running, not in flight. I'm just breathing, breathing in the light. I walk through the park with steady feet, no shadows chasing down the street. I watched a child laugh in the breeze, and somehow that gave me peace. The world went on without my cry, and yet it waited just nearby to say you were never gone, you were just resting all along. Breathing in the light, like a morning after night. Now with a roar, but with a sigh that says I think I'll be alright. No grand return, no perfect line, just the warmth I call mine. I'm not running, not in flight. I'm just breathing, breathing in the light. This isn't triumph, it's just truth. That healing doesn't need to prove. And maybe grace is soft and slow, like sunlight letting flowers grow. Breathing in the light, where hurt becomes less tight, where I forgive the parts I feared and see myself fully cleared. I don't need applause or signs, just this breath and it is mine. I'm not broken, I'm just bright. Finally, breathing in the light. One breath, one day, and the light will stay. The street was quiet, the sky was gray, just another Tuesday kind of day. I walked with coffee, head held low, in my own world, moving slow. I crossed a stranger by the light, didn't look up, didn't feel right. just before the signal turned, a little warmth inside me burned. A face I didn't even know, let a tiny kindness show. No words were said, no hearts confessed, but something lightened in my chest. Someone smiled back, not asking why or who I lack. Just a glance, a little grace that touched the shadows on my face. No promises, no strings attached, just a moment real intact. And in that space the world came back, because someone smiled back. I kept on walking, but something stayed, a softer beat beneath my day. The echo of that quiet spark, flickering gently through the dark. It didn't fix, it didn't cure, but it made my steps feel more secure. A stranger smile, so small, so brief, brought me a breath of sweet relief. Someone smiled back, not asking why or who I lack. Just a glance, a little grace that touched the shadows on my face. No promises, no strings attached, just a moment real intact. And in that space the world came back, because someone smiled back. Maybe healing isn't grand, but tiny things we understand, like how a smile can find its track and gently start to give you back. Someone smiled back, and I felt seen, not off track. No confessions, no deep call, just something soft to break the wall. And now I know I'm not alone. The kindness still has ways to be shown, and every step I thought I lacked was waiting for someone to smile back. And maybe next I'll smile back. You sat beside me, said no word, but somehow every silence hurt. I didn't plan to let you in, but you were softer than the wind. I wasn't broken, just unsure, not ready yet for something more. But you just stayed and didn't press, and let me rest beneath the mess. You didn't fix, you didn't try, you didn't ask the reasons why. But every time you stayed that way, I found one more breath to stay. I didn't mean to lean, but your presence felt so clean. No pressure, no demand, just your quiet open hand. And without a spoken scene, I let go of what had been. I didn't dream, I didn't plan, I didn't dream, but somehow I lived. You told me jokes, but not too loud. You sat with me and faced the clouds, and when I cried, you didn't speak. You let the silence hold me weak. It's strange how closeness starts so small. No grand romance, no sudden call, just knowing I could breathe and be without someone expecting I didn't mean to lean, but your presence felt so clean. No pressure, no demand, just your quiet open hand. And without a spoken scene, I let go of what had been. I didn't plan, I didn't plan, I didn't dream. But somehow I lean, I didn't fall, I didn't fly. I just stopped asking myself why. And in that space you didn't fill, I found a heart that could be still. I didn't mean to lean, but I'm glad you've been between the world and all its weight. You never rushed, you let me wait. And now I know what care can mean. Not loud or bright, but soft and seen. I didn't choose, I didn't scheme. But somehow you can lean on me. I used to leave the porch light on, just in case you'd come along. But the bulb burned out and so did I. Now I don't need a reason why. I folded every what if note and sent them sailing off the boat. Every maybe, every plea is somewhere far away from me. It's not a storm, it's not a fight, it's just the moment I got it right. Not bitter, no goodbye, just a steady breath and open sky. I'm not waiting anymore, not at windows, not by doors, not for closure, not for call, not for someone to break my fall. It doesn't knock, it doesn't shout, it doesn't turn the lights all out. It sits beside you every day in all the smallest, quietest ways. It folds the blanket when you leave, waits through silence, doesn't grieve. It makes no scenes, it sings no lines, but fills a room in subtle signs. It's not the spark, it's not the flame, but you still whisper its name. In every pause and every sigh, it gently stays. It doesn't try. The quiet kind of love doesn't ask, doesn't prove enough. It just holds you when you sleep and knows which parts of you to keep. It doesn't chase, it doesn't shove. It's just a quiet kind of love. It makes your coffee just the same without the need for any name. It learns your moods without your voice and stands behind each heavy choice. It's not romance that blinds the eyes, but truth beneath the everyday disguise. It's how you breathe and never knew that someone else could match you too. The quiet kind of love doesn't ask, doesn't prove enough. It just holds you when you sleep and knows which parts of you to keep. It doesn't chase, it doesn't shove. It's just the quiet kind of love. And maybe this is how it starts, in silent rooms and open hearts. No thunder, just a calm relief. No promises, but still believe. The quiet kind of love, like hands that fit without a glove. No fireworks, no stolen air, just someone always being there. It's not too much, it's just enough. The quiet kind of love. It stays when words are not enough. The quiet kind of love. I know this won't reach your hands, but still I write like you might understand. No envelope, no postage stamp, just the air between my heart and past. There's a corner in my day where your memory still likes to stay. Not loud, not sharp, just quietly, like background noise and melody. And though I've let you go, I know some words still wait with nowhere to go. So I'll leave them here in case you hear, in case your silence draws you near. In case you hear this, no, I never meant for it to end like this. No fireworks, no final scene, just the quiet loss of what had been. I'm not asking for return, just for the echo not to burn. So if this reaches where you are, it's just my voice beneath the stars. Ooh. something clear. In case you hear this, no, I never meant for it to end like this. No fireworks, no final scene, just the quiet loss of what had been. I'm not asking for return, just for the echo not to burn. So if this reaches where you are, it's just my voice beneath the stars. You hear this, let it float, not clench your fist. Let it pass like autumn air, soft and gone but always there. No address, no second chance, just a voice from happenstance. And if it finds your heart tonight, let it rest and fade from sight. Just a voice, in case you hear this. In case you hear this. No calls, no plans, no rush to be, just quiet space and time for me. Curtains glow with morning chill, coffee on the windowsill. Steam rising like a silent prayer, dust dancing in the softened air. The world outside moves fast and loud, but in this room I'm safe and proud. No big events, no tears to cry, just birds in flight across the sky. A kind of peace that asks for none, just a pause beneath the sun. Coffee on the windowsill, the cup is warm, the world is still. No need to chase, no need to prove. I found a day I didn't move, but in the stillness I could feel that quiet days can also heal. I wrote no songs, I made no sound, but something shifted all around. A little grace, a breath so light that made my heavy heart feel right. It's not about what I've achieved, but how I've let myself believe that calm and simple can be strong, and resting still is moving on. Coffee on the windowsill, the cup is warm, the world is still. No need to chase, no need to prove. I found a day I didn't move, but in the stillness I could feel that quiet days can also heal. Coffee on the windowsill, my thoughts are mine, my time is real. No shining light, no grand appeal, just a little space to feel. And in that space I've come to know how far we grow when we let go. Coffee cools, but I am still here by the windowsill. I've been the one who begged to stay, the one who packed and walked away. I've been the dreamer, the one who hid. I've loved too much and once forbid. I wore regret like second skin, held silent wars I couldn't win. Some days I bloomed, some days I broke, but all those pieces still spoke. And I used to want to start brand new, erase the past and make it true. But now I see what I couldn't before. Every shadow opens a door. Every version of me is part of who I came to be. The brave, the small, the lost, the wise, each held a mirror in their eyes. I'm not just one line you can read, I'm chapters only time can see. So love me now, not perfectly, but fully. In every version of me, I wore forgiveness like a flame, burned through guilt, but kept my name. The child, the fighter, the in-between. I've lived in places no one's seen. I've been too much, I've been too shy. I've kissed the ground and touched the sky, but never more ashamed to be than when I fear the rest of me. Every version of me is part of who I came to be. The brave, the small, the lost, the wise, each held a mirror in their eyes. I'm not just one line you can read, I'm chapters only time can see. So love me now, not perfectly, but fully. In every version of me, I won't edit what I've been. Each moment carved beneath my skin. Not all was kind, not all was clean, but still it counts, still it seems. Every version of me is part of my true legacy. If I'm a song, I'm every key, all my notes in harmony. So don't rewrite what life has spun. I am all of them, not just one. And if you stay, then let it be with love for every version of me. Every version of me. Not with tears, not with a fight, just a whisper into night. No more wait, no need to try. This is just a soft goodbye. No more checking for your name on every street or passing train. I folded up the ache inside in the pocket of a quiet sky. It's not forgetting, it's not regret, it's just a song without a threat. You were once my favorite sound, now I let it settle down. A soft goodbye, no slamming door, no shadows stretching on the floor, no echo left for me to chase, just silence taking up your space. Not bitter, not a lullaby, just this, a soft goodbye. of what I used to try to face. No flashbacks in the evening breeze, just the rustle of the trees. It's not because I don't still care, it's just I'm not still standing there. You were a page, I've read it through. Now I write with someone new. A soft goodbye, no slamming door, no shadows stretching on the floor, no echo left for me to chase, just silence taking up your space. Not bitter, not a lullaby, just this, a soft goodbye. And if you ever think of me, let it be like waves at sea that hold and rest against the shore, not needing anything more. A soft goodbye, like dusk's last light, like stars that blink and leave the night. No grand goodbye, no cry, no why, just letting go with quiet eyes. No drama, no goodbye that cries, only this, a soft goodbye, just this, a soft goodbye.